MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the Cleveland Indians and the San Diego Padres. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with a bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line but speared on a hop. And a rather easy first out.
That was a quick release right there from the second baseman. Very easily could have been an infield hit, but he erased any hopes of that with a good athletic throw.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. And he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Good night for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. A one pitch on its way. And a curveball that time that broke too low. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, Matt, we won't see a whole lot of arguing with Jerry. If Jerry misses the pitch, he'll tell you, I missed it. What? And if you turn around and you ask him, Jerry, how far off the plate was that? He said, Hall of Fame pitch, HR, Hall of Fame. So, Jerry, you got my respect, man. I love him. And the players love him, and so do the pitch.
Throw on to first, two gone. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Good change up there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. Here it comes, 1-0. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside.
3-1. This guy, whew, he's a good hitter. This is the kind of count that gets him excited.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a two-out walk.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Close pitch, but just a bit outside. He wanted it, but it's 2-1.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last three pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, but he just saw three in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers don't fall to the same location over and over and over.
Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2. As a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Indians leave one, and now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. With a moment here in downtown San Diego, a look at the Padres starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, keep an eye on the dynamic abilities of Will Myers. He's got great power. I love watching a guy can take the ball to the opposite field or go to dead center field, and that's exactly who he is. BP is impressive, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him launch one in this one.
Corey Kluber is on the mound here on the road for Game 1 of the World Series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, he's going to be fun to watch. He almost always is. He's proven to be one of the more dominant arms in all of baseball, and you can bet this opposing lineup is not too excited about having to face him. More often than not, he shuts teams down, so that's kind of what I expect from him in this one.
Striding into the box, Carlos Suarez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Carlos Suarez.
Down the first baseline, fielded by Encarnacion. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first.
Right fielder.
Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. One out, nobody on. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Blackman throwing back on it. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And with 2 away here in Game 1 of the World Series, let's give you a little refresher course at the roads these two teams took to get where they are tonight. So coming to the plate, Alex Murillo. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Into the windup and the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Padres down in order. We are still scoreless. Stepping up to the plate, Yasmani Tomas. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. To third, there is Solarte. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Into the windup and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Oh, that's a ball he just missed. Breaking ball right in his wheelhouse, Matt.
Back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Well, it looks like just a ground ball base hit in the box scores. But, man, that ball is hit hard up the middle. He's going to do well for himself. He stays consistent and keeps that close.
Here's Michael Brantley. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the belt, the pitch. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Into the box, Jose Ramirez. He'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. 1 left for the Tribe. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Will Myers. He'll start things out here against Corey Kluber.
First baseman, Will Myers.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Brantley going back. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here off the bat of Will Myers. His first homer so far in the series, and the Padres bust out in front 1-0.
Well, there she goes, the first home run of the World Series. I was kind of waiting to see when this might happen. You knew we had great offenses, but we're off to a grand start. First game, we got one homer at least.
Batting fifth.
In now, Yonhervis Solarte.
Yonhervis Solarte.
Tapped out in front of home. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Left fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
So stepping in, Hunter Renfroe. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Lindor is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting seventh, catcher.
Into the box now, Austin Hedges. Will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a ball hit in the air. Kipnis is there for it, and that's the 3rd out.
Leading off for Cleveland.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Kluber.
Leaves a slider right over the middle. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Ready with the 0-2. Soft liner towards center, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So a productive start to the inning for the Tribe as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Wow, talk about a big hit right there. American League pitcher getting a base hit in the World Series. That really is something special.
Francisco Lindor will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Jankowski will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
How about it?
Ready for another chance? Charlie Blackmon. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now to the plate, Jose Rondon. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
The shortstop, Jose.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Chopped weakly to the left. And he retired 1 away. So digging in now, Robbie Erlin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. There to handle it is Tomas, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Padres, second baseman, Carlos Asuaje.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Asuaje. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming. Here it is. Flipped out the other way towards short. And this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. But they're on top 1-0. Edwin Encarnacion now. They'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Edwin Encarnacion.
First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Oh, and a big swing by Encarnacion as this is sent out to deep left field. That one is out of here. This game is tied. So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion. His first homer here in the series. And with it, the Indians have leveled the score at 1 apiece.
Well, in most parks, there's usually a spot down the line or somewhere else where you can get a cheeky home run. But he knocked this one out of the deepest part of the park. There's nothing cheap about that one.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. As he'll take a good look at a curveball that sweeps right across the zone in there for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Chopped in front of home plate. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Digging in for his second at bat, Yasmani Tomas. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Well, he gets a hanging slider and does a nice job of driving this ball the other way. Great piece of hitting.
Standing in now, Jason Kipnis. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Murillo falls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Up next for Cleveland, left fielder Michael Brantley.
Digging in to try it again, Michael Brantley. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. A fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. From the stretch. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. A 1-2 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's another 1-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase it.
And the shortstop was under it to make the play, retiring the side. But thanks to this solo shot, the Tribe is back to tie things up. Bottom of the 4th coming up. All even now at 1-1. Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. And that misses for ball one. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Softly hit out towards short. And one gone.
Now batting, center fielder, Alex.
Into the box, Alex Murillo. And he shoots this back into center field for a base hit.
Back-to-back line drives. Now, the first guy was out, but man, they're swinging the bat pretty good. These two guys saw him pretty good. Let's see what happens now.
Myers.
Here's Will Myers. As he'll ground this one fouled off to the left side. Comes set and the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Look, Matt, this guy's got a great sinker. Here's the key. He's got a runner on first base. This is where you get that ground ball double play. Make him chase that hard sinker and hit it into the dirt and turn one over for him.
And this is going to be a foul ball. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, he hasn't thrown him a strike yet in this at-bat. And we're 2-2. Clearly on the mound, he's banking on the fact that he'll chase pitches if you give him a chance.
And again a throw, and they get dirty, but he's back in safely. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. Hot shot towards the hole. In there, a base hit. Digging in, the switch hitter, Yonhervis Solarte. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And that misses ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus and making some good pitches.
2-0 pitch on the way. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
Well, that looked like a good pitch to hit right there. I thought he might be swinging 2-0, but that's what makes him such a good hitter. He's really zeroing in on his spot. He got the fastball he's looking for, but it wasn't in the location.
Flying towards center field. And this deflects right off him. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Whoa, he hit that one a little bit too hard. Line drive single, but the runner at second had to hold up, so he's not going to score, but nice piece of hitting anyway.
Into the box now, Hunter Renfroe. Squeezes on here, and he gets it down. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Wow, a perfectly executed safety squeeze right there, and that's such a tough play to defend when it's done right. It can be risky, of course, but not as much as the suicide squeeze. Good call from the dugout on that one.
Riding in once again, Austin Hedges. He flew out in his last at-bat. Kluber pauses. Here it is. With a swinging bunt up the line. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. Friars forced to settle for just the one. We played 4 full. Padres lead it 2-1. Ready now, Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
That was a pretty good pitch on a pitch he doesn't throw very often, or I should say hasn't used in this game, that's for sure. That was a good pitch.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Jankowski is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down.
The batter, catcher, Corey Kluber.
Now at the plate, Corey Kluber. He reached on a single in his first try. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike one.
You know, Matt, he's having great success, but I can't say it's because of the first pitch strike. Now, that's over 60% of the time he's throwing that for a strike, but usually to have this kind of success, you would think the ratio would be much higher.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the fifth.
Now batting,
So here's Francisco Lindor now. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he just misses with a curveball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So that'll extend the inning and keep it alive for Charlie Blackmon.
He found himself in a great hitter's count. The pitcher tried to trick him with a changeup, and he still got a base hit. I think he's looking for the changeup.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Breaking his heart, Matt. Breaking his heart. You got 2 quick outs. He's thinking he's going to cruise through this thing, and now look at it. Boom, boom, base hits coming back at you. That's why you have to complete the inning.
Edwin Encarnacion now. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. The runner scores from second. Now the relay home. Tag is there, and he's out trying to score from first as the second run. Indians forced to settle for 1. Last half of the fifth coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Here now is Jose Rondon. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Hit sharply on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the fifth.
Well, this is what you want from the guy hitting in front of the pitcher. You lead off the inning with the base hit. Now it sets up the inning. Do you bunt him over? Do you hit and run? Do you allow him to steal? A lot of things can happen now.
In now, Robbie Erlin. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. Well, sometimes you see diving catches that happen because of a bad route, but that certainly wasn't the case here. That's an exceptional route efficiency as calculated by ShowTrack, and it's evident it was a big reason why he was able to lay out and bring that one in. Ready for another shot now, Carlos Asuaje. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Here's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Ready with the 0-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. 2 out with the man at first. This is hit the other way out toward left field. After it is Brantley. And the inning is over. Padres lead 1 through 5. All even at 2-2. Digging in to try it again. Gary Sanchez. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. And a curveball in for a strike. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, man. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and rotation to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Gary Sanchez becomes the first out of the inning. Yasmani Tomas is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Now that's a good curveball. That's the old 12 to 6 from midnight to 6 a.m. and he's doing it all day.
Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. He doesn't have a big fastball, but he was able to get that pitch by him.
And that's 100% a result of setting up with the off-speed pitches before. You're not a hard thrower. You could still have some success, but you have to learn how to mix speeds and set everything up. That was a nice job right there.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, a hit in 2 tries so far. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and his side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Digging in and looking for more, Alex Murillo, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. That's lifted the other way out to left. Brantley is under it. He's got it 1 away.
First baseman, number 4, Will Myers.
Ready for another chance? Will Myers. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that is off the wall. Myers will turn for second. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Well, when you're hitting the ball as well as he is, every time you swing the bat, you're thinking the ball's leaving the ballpark. He had a home run last time, and he almost had another one here. Nothing wrong with a double off the wall, though.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Stepping in now, Yonhervis Solarte, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. As a look, now the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Taken in by Kipnis. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Into the box, Hunter Renfroe. Line drive to center field. And he will run this one down as he pulls it in around the letters, and the inning is over. Here's Michael Brantley. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Now here's the pitch. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. Ready with another 0-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Solarte fields it cleanly, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Ready for another shot now, Jose Ramirez. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Hit out towards second. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Danny Santana will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the bases empty. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. On the first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning. Alex Wilson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Ready once again, Austin Hedges. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Sent on the ground out to second, and that is through into right field for a single. With that, the inning opens with the Padres getting their leadoff man on base.
Well, that big leadoff hit right there really sets the table for them with an opportunity to take the lead the rest of the game.
Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. Into the box now, Jose Rondon as he loops under the ball and pops it up. Encarnacion has room in foul territory, makes the play, 1 away.
Up pitcher, number 41.
Raymond Westbrook will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 21, Raymond Westbrook.
Some outfield grass, it's a base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away.
Well, you're not always going to hit the good pitches, you hit the mistakes. And that one hung up there, a mistake. Nice piece of hitting.
Standing in now, Carlos Asuaje, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 0-1, here's the pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Lindor trying to get there. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, I think it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alex Murillo. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a high pop-up toward the stands behind third. Ramirez is there now to put this one away for the third out. Rob Fisher been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. So here's Francisco Lindor now. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Asuaje is there for it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
How about it?
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. Edwin Encarnacion now. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Changeup over the outside corner. The pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Count 1-2.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down at first, and no swing. Throw 2. 2 runs, 7 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Fouled back. Ready with another 2-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here's another 2-2. Slurred. Doesn't get the call, and it's full now. 3-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3. They weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Oh, he's going to want that pitch again. That ball's right down the middle in his wheelhouse. His eyes lit up. He just didn't let it travel deep enough, or he could square it and keep it back.
Murillo will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. Score remains.
Your attention, please.
And a new pitcher is summoned from the bullpen as it'll be the left-hander Boone Logan that gets the call. Grounded back up the middle. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Riding in once again, Guilherme Solarte. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
And here's ball 4 now on the intentional walk. So that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 gone.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he misses again. 2-0. Here it comes, 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on the mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a break. The ball comes back with the fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. He got himself caught.
Sliding stop on Kipnis. The second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. We're on to the 9th here in Game 1, and we are tied 2-2. Digging in once again, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch. Clearly looking for a fastball.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Stepping into the box, Yasmani Tomas. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And a fair ball as this will head out toward the 322 sign in right.
They've left a lot of men on base. They've had plenty of opportunities. And here's another one. After a base hit, they find themselves with another runner on. Let's see if they can bring somebody home this inning.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. It's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. Swing and a looper to left. Renfroe sprinting after it. He gets there, and that's the second out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Digging in, Michael Brantley. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time, but foul. The 1-1 pitch. Back up the middle. Scooped up. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Indians lead 1, and this game is still tied. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Check his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. 1-0 delivery. Hit the other way out toward right field. Tomas on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Up next for the Padres, pitcher Bob Fisher.
Jacob Pryor will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And here's a ball hit in the air. Tomas giving chase, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Now the pitch. Hard on the ground toward short. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Now to the plate, Carlos Suarez, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick outs. Nice job.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Ryan Butcher takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. Tyler Naquin is up off the bench to pinch hit here, so we'll see what he can do to begin the extra frame. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through at 1 strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down. Ian Kinsler will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Liner towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out. Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Lindor. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Called strike over the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. High pop-up. Buchter is there for it. And that's the third out. Down in order go the Tribe. Score remains. Mark Zepchinski comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. Andrew Gaius has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Number 87, Andrew Gaius.
Travis Jankowski is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. Squared that one up just a little late. The 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with 1 in the third as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now here's the pitch. This ball will be chopped foul. Ready with the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Standing in, Alex Murillo. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sent on the ground out to second. Kipnis has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
First baseman, number 4.
Into the box now, Will Myers. In his career versus this pitcher, hitless in 3 at-bats. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Tomas ranging back. Ball game! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And with 1 swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
expect drama and historic moments in the World Series, and we just got another one of those. A walk-off to end this thing in the final at-bat of the game. What a finish!
Fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series, while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
(3-2) to finish in tonight's game. The San Diego Padres win the World Series opener and take a 1-0 lead. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
The final line score of our ball game.